Welcome to Fierce, Fit, Feminine, and Other F Words. I'm Christine Brunelli, and I help women unstuck themselves. We are going dry in January. Happy New Year if you're listening to this in January 2022. That is when this episode is being released, and I'm offering a challenge, a dry January challenge, but not just alcohol, also hidden added sugar. Just for the month of January, and on February 1st, you are going to feel fantastic. Do you want to hear about it? Let's get started. Ciao Bella, Prosecco? I must have heard that in Italy 1,000 times, and that was just on the first trip. I love Italy. Italy loves wine. Wine isn't a bad thing. Spirits, alcohol, it's not a bad thing. Just like anything that we enjoy, too much of something can be a bad thing. And so I have decided that January is going to be a challenge for me personally, and I'm inviting anyone who wants to come along to join me. I have no problem restraining from alcohol for 30 days. The added sugars are going to be challenging. I will tell you that. And having a group of friends, a group of ladies together that are going to do it and support each other makes it a whole lot easier. What did this come from? Where did dry January start? Sorry, I'm distracted. My dog is sitting here next to me chewing on a tiny little bone. So if you hear the crunching noise, that's what's going on. Anyway, it was way back, early 2010. I don't know. It could have even been sooner than that. In the UK, someone started dry January. And it got traction in the United States probably around 2015. And now in 2022, we have a lot of the younger generation actually really going sober. They're not using alcohol at all, but they definitely enjoy a dry January. So why would you do it? Well, maybe you had a very fun December and you feel like you need a reset. Okay. Maybe it was the pandemic. Maybe you are in that category and you would not be alone. You're in the majority where wine became very accessible. It was in your home more than normal. You've enjoyed quite a bit of it and you're trying to break the habit. Maybe it's just that you want to give your body a reset, a chance to start 2022 on a healthy foot. That's where I am. I enjoy wine. I'm a member of a wine club that's in the Central Coast of California. Like I said, I've been to Italy several times. Wine flows there like crazy. It's everything, right? It's part of their meal. It's not that wine or beer or whatever is bad, but especially coming through a pandemic, I would say we have abused alcohol. Would you agree? How it works is booze-free, not one drop for the entire month of January. Zip, zero, nada. But I'm adding the hidden sugars as well. That's not just the sugar on your salad dressing. It's the sugar in your coffee. It's the sugars in maybe a bag of crackers that you enjoy. You'll be surprised when I start teaching how to find hidden sugar, how much sugar you actually eat. And if you have been listening any length of time, I did a recent episode on sugar in your immune system. Sugar is hiding everywhere. You are eating more than you realize. So this dry January is about going dry totally, right? It's no alcohol, no hidden sugar. But I'm not eliminating sugar. I'm not saying no carbs. You can have full fruit. If you want to eat a pineapple, go for it. That is the way God intended you to have sugar. Of course, if you have too much of any one thing, it's not good. If you have excess sugar at any meal, what does your body do with it? You already know the answer to that. So what are the results of a dry January? Let me just tell you how you're going to feel on February 1st. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have less mental fog. You're probably going to lose some weight, even though you're not trying. You're just doing this dry January challenge. And one of the biggest things people don't realize they'll really experience from this is better sleep. Alcohol interferes with REM sleep. And if you are a woman over 35, you know if you have 2 or 3 too many glasses of wine, you don't sleep as well in the middle of the night. I know that you know that. You wake up, you're hot, your liver is trying to work its best to get that alcohol metabolized through your system. It's not as great sleep as we think it is. We think a little nightcap is going to help us nod off. It might help you nap. It doesn't give you restful sleep. So this is a challenge that is going to set you off on a trajectory of better health, and you're going to be a little trimmer by February 1st. I'll tell you how to join and how to sign up in just a bit, but I want to give you a couple tips just to get you started. You will need to find a substitute if you're a drinker. If you like to unwind with a glass of wine, you're going to need to find a substitute. Hot tea, herbal tea is usually a really great substitute. There are mocktails that you can make, but I will tell you that a mocktail often has sugar. So an unsweetened fruit juice like unsweetened cranberry juice on ice can be a really fun alternative. You also want to avoid temptation. So you're going to want to get rid of all the you can keep the unopened bottles. Get all of the open bottles that are going to be easy down the drain or donate or serve them to someone else. You need a support group. And that's why this challenge is so fun, because it's a group of us doing it together. And if there's enough interest, I'm going to start a private Facebook group just for Dry January, just for the month, where we can get in there and support each other, celebrate our wins, share recipe ideas for different drinks or whatever we're doing. But also, I am going to be sending periodic emails with little goals for you throughout the challenge for you to be working on. And that would be a place where you can post pictures of you achieving the goal, and we can support you. It's going to help you stay focused. So what makes me excited is I have listeners that I don't know who you are. I would love to get to know you through a private Facebook group. No one will be able to see what we're talking about except those of us in there. And I can't think of a better way for me to get to know my podcast community. So how do you do it? You send me an email with just the word dry, or you go on my social media and hit up my DMs, my private messages, and send me a word dry. So go to ChristineBrunelli.com. You can email me through my website or on my social media by Christine Brunelli. You can search me there, or Fierce Fit Feminine is my handle on Instagram, and send me a private message with the word dry. I'm so excited about this, and I'm going to be sharing a few podcast episodes throughout the month about how alcohol affects our mood, how it affects our body on a chemical level, and how we can learn to set boundaries around different situations when we're with friends. It is very difficult if you're in a group that you normally enjoy social drinks with to not have a drink. It is really interesting. I did this dry month previously. I think it was in September, maybe October. No, it wouldn't have been October. That was my birthday. It was probably September of 2021. And when people noticed I wasn't ordering a glass of wine, I wasn't having, everyone is, you know how it goes if you are a social drinker. And it really was, I just wanted a break. I wanted to give my body a break. There was no other real reason. And people kind of pressure you, or they look at you like, is everything okay? It's really interesting how we treat people that decide, I'm going to take a month off, or this is just not for me anymore. And I'm going to be talking about that in future episodes. So would you like to join me? I would love to have you. Again, go to my website, ChristineBrunelli.com, shoot me an email with the word dry, or just go to my Facebook page or my Instagram account and send me a private message. One of the best things that you will realize on February 1st, you will come away with changed taste buds. You will notice that you'll think cucumbers taste sweet, because when you start removing extra hidden sugar, you really get sensitive to sweetened foods. So if you have a sugar habit, this is a great way to break it. And you'll also be very aware of what your relationship with alcohol is, not to mention all the health benefits that I brought up earlier. So I hope you'll join me. Send me an email. That's all I have for you in this episode. We're going to start this year together, and we're going to start it right. Thank you for being here. If you are a woman who is into self-confidence, female empowerment, body image, body positivity, but you also are into fitness and health and all things girly and feminine, this is a podcast for you, and I'm excited about what is in store for 2022. Don't forget to hit subscribe so that you get notified when the next episode releases. And until next time, have a fierce, fit, feminine, and fabulous day.